Respected ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today, I will be returning to the public servers. A large demographic of this channel is the Rise of Nations audience, and you guys have been asking for it, so here we are. The last video I made on a public server 3 months ago. I stopped playing at public servers because I just do not like the experience. RNG is a win condition. I've been talking about this before. Resistance and forts are still a problem, and of course we're in this early game tank meta, which is absolutely absurd. So it just really hasn't been enjoyable to play the game, but there has been a new update that came out called FPV drones, which give you more attack against tanks. To my understanding, this update has not changed much, because tanks still dominate the early game. There's only been 2 updates, and these 2 updates are actually recent. The death of military leaders will now cause them to be replaced with a deputy of lower rank. I'm not sure what this video is going to be about. I'm going to be playing Bosnia. Odd country, right? Just going to be playing the game, and we'll go from there, I guess. We're going to try to form the Kingdom of Bosnia. Bosnia doesn't start with a million pop city, so I don't have to worry about making tanks or that tank meta. What I'm going to do is the classic ignore safety regulation starts and 4 electronic factories. Going straight into advanced supercomputers. Let's see the player spawn. Hungary's a player. Okay, we are not doing this. We're going straight into infantry, cybernetics, FPV drones after that, small arms, and then anti-tank equipment. And then I'll do supercomputers. Let's see if I've lost on my public server skill. Went to be justifying on Croatia and Mont. Starts pushing into propaganda only. I'm gonna spawn some troops. I also need a general. Ooh, mountaineer, that's really good. Let's see the Hungarian factory setup. 1 steel, 1 motor, 1 elec, 1 fertilizer. All right, I'm going to sell 15 electronics to the internal and see if we can get any trades with these other players, or AIs rather. Oh no, Serbia just became a player. Let's raise our military spending, government, education, and research. Also the anti-corruption. What to be picking up? Favor the political only. The AI spawning, I hate that, dude. Most of the events I play in have that disabled, and it's just so much better. All right, so non-aggression pact with Serbia. Oh, I wanted to accept them, but I accidentally right-clicked on it, so I guess it declined it. Okay, propaganda only. Do I push Monte right here? Sure. I mean, I'd hate to charge the Mont troop and then lose my army. Let's just do it. I mean, I have a Mountaineer General. I'm mountain specialized. Jesus Christ. Let's just go into adaptability. All right, we lost like 30,000 troops. Not optimal. Took it over, though. I am going to construct recruitment centers first. And then on the capital, let's build fertilizer. Well, hold on a minute. We're putting back on ignore safety regulations. Steel, motor, civilian. We'll put that off now. Kingdom of Bosnia requires all of this land. You can't really play small nations in Europe anymore because you're going to be losing half of your army just to the AI. Everybody around us on Manure Warfare, probably. The European strategy as a smaller country is to just leave Europe, right? Might have to actually start considering that. Let's go to Senegal and Gambia. I can already tell the Manure Warfare players are closing in on us. I'm going to be going for limited conscription next. We need the manpower if we want to contest these Euro poors. I almost forgot how fast-paced public servers were. We need to adapt. Serbia, our brother, is getting invaded by Greece. Pretty much we're going to get invaded. That guy already has 1.4 thousand tanks. Lord have mercy. All right, mountain specialization. So we have 2x mountain attack. We have a Mountaineer General. We're mountain specialized, and I have semi-mountainous capital. All right, we are now on limited conscription, only making 700 manpower. I gotta get my trades back online. Apparently, they all canceled at the same exact time. Almost into exoskeletons, too. It's looking pretty decent. National Monument. No, thank you. I would love to build the National Monument, but whatever. We'll start going into Monarch now, giving us even more manpower increase. That's the only way for us to compete right now, is just the manpower increase. Greece is definitely getting ready. I have maxed out military spending. Oh, almost forgot about taxation. We gotta drop that all the way. Let's construct an artillery piece. Let's try to buy 1 aircraft from Arabia. All right, Greece declares war on us. Get the here, you Manure Warfare. Anyways, enough of the emotions here. Well, our number one enemy is now dead, and I can actually start expanding. We're gonna keep that war with Greece going because he controls my poor territories. Yo, what is this AI micro? Going straight for my artillery, what is this? That's actually crazy. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, I just tried to arty snipe me. Hungary wants to ally. I mean, he seems pretty chill. We might do them. He just saw the great Bosnian army take down the Greek tanks. What a glorious day to be Bosnian it is. All right, I'm going to start developing Bosnia. Whoa, who just capital sniped Italy? Algeria did. A wave of national fervor. I'm now making 1,000 manpower. That first development really boosted us. We just need to take over Kosovo and Serbia. Democracy, top 1 eco-maxer. I think we'll form an alliance with Hungary. He's a top 1 eco-maxer, so maybe he will be giving us, or supporting us in the future, rather. State religion, illegal firearm regulation. Our country's looking so good right now. I'm wondering if Turkey and Ukraine is about to invade me. I hope not. They're actually invading our brother Hungary. Yeah, he seems pretty good at the game. He shouldn't be getting force-pieced. He'll be alright, I'm sure. We're a good ally, so we support our invaded brethren. Let's see how good our infantry really is. We only lost 100 people in that combat. Wow. Well, I don't really have any other lulls to pick up. I'm going to be choosing Advanced Research Bureau. Look at me and Hungary. We are just the greatest duo, aren't we? And finally, Greece is dead. Let's be methodical about this. I'm only going to be taking over strategically important lands, but we'll just leave Greece like that, sure. All right, I think Hungary's pretty much won this war. Ukraine has not left the game yet, so I don't want to wipe peace. It's actually just wipe peace, form, and then I can manpower support Hungary. The Kingdom of Bosnia. Let's go. It's time to choose an ideology. I'm just going to be rocking with socialism, extended working hours, and moderate resource subsidization. Going to be taking all of these population investments. All right, I need to take over a microstate because apparently we have no money. Hungary has just annexed Transylvania from Ukraine. I love these peace deals. I'm glad it's not just brain dead at full annexing. Makes the game feel more immersive. France is an AI, aren't they? No, they just became a player. Thinking about taking them over. We need more men. And we need more civilian factories. We're finally going into supercomputers. We're going to select all of our cores and assign them into a capture zone. Call that cores. That way we know the relevant territories to develop and we can just immediately go to it. I might have to start going for these islands in the Caribbean. Who's that? That is Arabia. With some cracked out tanks. Let's see the ideologies around us. Hungary, democracy. Most of everybody is choosing communism though. Ukraine was invaded by Turkey. It seems like they're putting up a good fight though. Alright, who gave Arabia veteran tanks? Or maybe that was just their slow buildup of experience because Arabia's been taking over a bunch of territories. That is crazy though. 3,000 vet tanks. That's concerning. Going with communism. Arabia joins the war against Ukraine. Yeah, his tanks are getting mauled by Arabia's. That experience difference is just too much. Ukraine, GG, well played. Resilient opponent. I need to do national market stimulation and then go into political science, as well as refined political theory. And that's right, you can pick up leaders in public servers. Doesn't seem like I got any good ones. This Auditor General, actually. Oh wow, look at that. Reunite Eastern Goths. We get infantry attack and more resistance. Well, that requires us to take over Hungary, which is a good ally of mine. I wouldn't mind taking over Italy, though. I don't make any resources anyway, so manufacturing industrial specialization is the move here. So we can make even more goods, sell even more to that internal market. And with that being said, it's now time for generous resource subsidization. Okay, selecting my cores, recruitment centers. I will do some development. I'm not optimizing it, unfortunately. I need to be selling the steel to the internal market and the motor parts before I do them. North America forms. How are these rankings looking, by the way? We haven't checked these out. All right. And he is allied to Russia and Pakistan. Okay, so France is now being invaded by Algeria. I'm going to go ahead and kick off this war with Algeria because I do not want Algeria to have even more strength. Let's go 3 things of anti-air and just spam out fighters. Would love some more manpower too. I gotta figure that out. The Agriculture Act will give us more manpower, but I'm not making enough fertilizer. Well, how much do I have in stockpile, actually? I have 1,200 fertilizer in stockpile. I'm just going to activate Agriculture Act. Oh, the UK invaded France. Well, that's unfortunate. That kind of puts a dent in my plans. I was hoping to double team Algeria there, but I guess I'll continue focusing on internal development. Actually selling motor parts and steel whenever we do this. Additionally, I'm going to put on ignore safety regulations. And now I'm going to build infrastructure. That got the cost down to 87 million. Africa, right, I didn't get down there in time, so Nigeria's taken over most of the lands I was going to. Wait, France is still putting up a fight. Maybe I should ally him. Call me into the war, France, please. I'm not in the British one. I'm gonna try to move my troops on the English troops, so maybe France will realize that. Thank you. We need to maintain the balance of power in Europe. I end up losing that. I need to construct a piece of artillery on this front line. White pieces, awesome. Gold is just a massive problem for me. Let's take over Scandinavia. Get some natural resources. Specialization is probably hurting us more than it's helping us, isn't it? I mean, it's good. I love mountain spec. It won us a lot of fights, but the economy it's giving us is terrible. So I'm thinking we will be swapping to static line. So now if I train, am I going to go into mass debt? Yes, I am. My military spending is all the way up, so yeah, that explains it right there. I got a mountaineer. Got our mountaineer back, it looks like. Public Service Act, improve infrastructure. I do need to build my own aircraft factory. I'm just buying 1 unit from Arabia. I'm pretty much make enough electronics to do Computer Advancement Act. Who took over Sweden? I'm not really researching any military now, so civilian research focus. Let's go with some more investments and some more infrastructure. I'll start constructing civilian factories now. 88 motor parts. That must have been from an investment, because I'm surprised we're making that much. Yeah, it definitely was, actually. So I'm making enough anti-corruption now that I can do ignore safety regulations permanently. Arabia's doing too much. I think we should attack them. I just gotta make sure I'm in a position to actually hold a war against this guy. So tier 7 military spending, that's the minimum I would be doing throughout the entire war. Let's see how much money I'm making on that. 21 million still. Well, that's really good. I'm also sitting on green manpower. Let's not do that. Let's spam out everything. I make 5% population. Let's just do unlimited working hours. Is Turkey getting ready to invade us? Probably not, right? Surely not. Oh, Turkey is also collapsing. Why didn't I just attack this guy right now then? Turkey was able to justify on us. I've just obliterated his whole military. Just a quick military operation in Turkey. Anything else we need in here? Financial analytics, streamlined logistics, streamlined military procurement, advanced medical treatments. This is the Rise of Nations experience, right? I think we gotta go resistance, don't we? We all gotta start doing resistance if we want it nerfed, because we really need to show everybody in the game how overpowered it is. Oh no, Hungary allied the Gulf Union. Alright, we just took Istanbul. That's nice. Let's go for the capital now. Taking over Turkey is going to get us closer to the Gulf Union. Yeah, the Gulf Union attacked Russia. I just cannot let them get away with that for free. I'm inside my own tile. They really need to rework that. If you're inside your own tile, the war declaration should not be getting blocked. Come on, one left. I just have one more. I'm sorry, Hungary. We were going to be brothers. You allied an enemy. You're also Fort Maxing. I think we need to take him out, don't we? Alright, I need to increase my military spending, and I need to further defend these mountains, spawn some artillery inside that. He's gonna go for a capital snipe here, it looks like. Alright, I definitely need some artillery technology now. Is Hungary trying to... What is Hungary trying to do? Oh, is he going all out? He's going all out on the capital here, it looks like. He has deleted everything on the capital. Just going to reconquer him. I mean, it's a 3v1 we got ourselves into, so we'll take him. He's auto-capturing. I also have no leaders. That's actually probably what's losing us this war. Our enemies probably have leaders and I don't. Right, because RNG is a win condition. I almost forgot about them. I was wondering how we're dying in mountain terrain when I'm literally the mountain warrior. You just left your capital open. Is it because you're resistance maxing? It is. I'm gonna get a flank on that Iranian troop. Looks like Turkey left the game. I should win that. I mean, I'm entrenched. Yeah, I do end up winning that. Very nice. Right now, manpower is a massive issue for me, so I'm probably just gonna do extensive conscription. We have 7,000 Gulf tanks arriving. Holy. I think Hungary moved his capital, did he? Yeah, he did. The loss of Sarajevo. Let's bring our big stack in to go deal with that, unless he's going to keep it occupied. Well, he has to move off of it because I have artillery bombardment right now, so let's see what he does. All right, and he splits up his troops to auto-capture. Hungary has yet to make any artillery, so that's good. He's going to go for that artillery. I'm going to try to slow him down. Where did my 900k stat go? Oh, it's... Oh, accidentally charged in. Okay, now they're pulling out the bombers. All right, so what's the play in this war, actually? Because I kind of just declared this expecting to only be focusing on the Gulf Union, but now we have Hungary in this war and a bunch of other people. The goal of this war now is to conquer Hungary. That way their support is dead because this guy is making so much money. He's probably mass funding... Just a slow push into Hungary. Not the cap snipe loop. I also have 1 billion, so we're running out of cap. We gotta drop our military spending finally. This could be the collapse of Bosnia. Rise of Nations experience right here. I love when Iran makes forts everywhere and probably has maxed out resistance. I'm about to be out of money. It's because my CG's factory trade got canceled. I just put it back on. How much money am I making? We're finally gonna do it, I think. Doesn't he get replaced by a deputy? Yes, he does. God bless. God bless. 77 mountain attack, by the way. Hungary has left the game. GG, well played, my Hungarian brother. Unfortunately, you allied the Gulf Union. I just couldn't stand for them. Poland joins the war. Did you not just see what I did to your ally, brother? He killed all my artillery, and now he wants to wipe peace. No, I don't think so, pal. And he leaves the game. Bosnia is the most intimidating country. Nobody wants to verse us ever. We're too powerful. We might lose this long term just because they have more population. They got probably a better economy. Also, I forgot about war bonds. Forgot that existed. I can do power generation act because I'm making enough oil. Let's go. It seems like my industry is also coming back online. Who knows? They might have won that if they continued their pressure. I've also got another trait on this lot. I'm gonna make it a frontline leader. My mistake, I almost forgot about attritioning. I can just cut a supply off and then probably win. Yeah, there we go. Iran is just continuing to move a ton of troops over here. Whoa, why do I have high war exhaustion? Right. War bonds. Holy crap, I just realized I'm in debt. Okay. It's just over, just like that. Let's see if they'll peace out. I mean, let's see if they'll give us Italia to make it look like we are just only asking for a little bit of land instead of sending a white peace, which would look kind of desperate. The only way to resist now is to just blob and hope the artillery does something. 700 million debt. The game is also lagging outrageously. Okay, well, we just disconnected. Do we call it there? All right, we're back in here. Wait, the Gulf Union pieced me out. Huge, bro. I'm gonna get rid of everything, honestly. So he must have accepted my peace deal, and then him doing that, for some reason that crashed my game, oddly enough. That was weird. This game is too laggy, actually. Look at how much this game is freezing. We might just call it here after that war. That does seem like a good place to end it on. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.